Hello, I am Brianna, and welcome to my Life on Paper, where paper and pictures tell my story. I am playing along with Woodgrain and Winter with MK and Janet. There is a playlist that I'll list below. I have photos from a trip to Chicago that my husband and I took with some friends, and that was between Christmas and New Year's. And this is when we were out to dinner, and my husband had a smoked drink that they were smoking in front of us. So I have this wood grain that I had in my stash. I did use my punch to make that tag. I have these Christmas papers from a paper pad, and those are all cut aparts, the tabs as well as the "'Tis the Season to Be Jolly." I use some of the wood grain to make one of the borders there. And I also punched out several um, snowflakes. I've got an old paper punch that I made the snowflakes, and I'm going to use those on my paper. And I love the way this turns out. I did something I don't usually do and put it on a tilt. So I'm going to get my photos tilted, and I'll get those layered papers underneath. I thought about matting the whole thing in the black, but I'm just using so much of the paper, I didn't even want to take that quarter of an inch away to mat the paper. So here are those strips. These are just scraps from the paper pad, and I'm going to trim those down so that they are different sizes and they'll layer on top of each other. There's three of them. You can see the paper that I used for the background has those snowflakes on it, but by the time I get everything on there, you're barely going to notice those, and that's okay. That is very much okay. This is about using your stash and getting your supplies into your album to tell your stories. So at first I layer those down without gluing them down. I'm just trying to get them the right sizes. This is a doodle bug, the borders, they're stickers, and I've had them forever, and I'm just trying to get things again onto my layout and out of my stash. So I trim that down, and then I'm going to get those pieces adhered to the back or to the page, and then I will get the other photo and the title down to the page. Now I did decide to overlap those because otherwise you were barely going to see any of those pattern papers behind. So I did overlap the picture on the big title there. And then next I will work on the tags in the left upper corner. The white tag says ho ho ho, happy holidays, and then the black tag says spread love. I was trying to find things that didn't say Merry Christmas, because it's after Christmas, so I figured the ho happy holidays kind of covered New Year's as well. I do have this string from Hobby Lobby that I put into the tags. I use the same kind of string for each of the tags. And then once I've got them strung, I will get them adhered down to the page. I do later decide I'm going to use the wood tag as a journaling bit. So even though it gets tucked down there right now, um, before the end of the video, I will be pulling that up a little bit to give myself some room to journal. So I will take foam tape to adhere these snowflakes down. And then once I get them arranged and glued down, I'm going to take some Nuvo drops, and that's in Blizzard because it's a kind of a clear Nuvo with kind of glitter in it. There it is. And so I'm just gonna kind of like you would draw a snowflake, um, to highlight those snowflakes, and you'll see it. You can see it really well in the close-ups at the end, and by that time they're all dried so that you can see how they look dried. I will have the playlist listed below for Woodgrain and Winter, and you can see everybody that's playing along with that. So, of course, Winter is anything during the winter. It doesn't just have to be Christmas. And um, as I keep saying, I've been enjoying trying to finish up 2023 before we get to 2024. I don't think I'll quite hit that goal, but it'll be close. So I'm pretty excited about that. Um, okay, so then I'll take the Nuvo drops to those snowflakes and get those down. I've been having fun playing along with Woodgrain and Winter. I do have a stash of wood grain, not something that I necessarily gravitate to, but probably something because more than likely it's more that I forget about it, not that I don't care for it. I do love wood grain, and I've got so many different colors. It's so many wood grains that I haven't even got to yet. So here is the finished layout. I hope you have such a fabulous day. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and please come back and see me again soon.